Hey, Jim, real quick before we move on, and we do have to get to these reviews at some point. Speaking of old friends of yours, did you see the tweet from Chris Jericho yesterday that caused Lance Storm to reply?
I did a discussion between the thrill seekers? I did not.
Well, I guess you can call it that. Chris Jericho, who we've recently learned about his political donations, and we've all kind of known about his political leanings for a while. He's going to rock America. Chris Jericho tweeted out, "I'm not a political person, but is it strange to anybody else that for the first time ever, we have to wait a day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days to find out who won the presidential race?"
Well, it wasn't even. It was 20 years ago. We waited month and a half. There's been delays because the Democrats have won the popular vote. 7 out of the last 8 elections, or was it 8 out of the last 8 elections? But it just depends on the electorals. But that's not the first time ever. Am I missing something?
Well, he said he's not a political person. Obviously,
we know that's
he's not into history either. What do you want? Lance Storm replied,
Wait a minute. Lance is smartening Jericho up on our American politics. Lance is all Canadian. Jericho's half American.
Well, the Canadian replied, "The 2000 election took a month to finally be decided. Not exactly the first time ever. I cut promos about this at WCW."
That's right, he did, didn't he?
So now Lance Storm is schooling Jericho on politics.
2020, folks. Yeah, and once again, anybody who has a functioning brain understands that it's going to take a lot of time to count more votes than have ever been cast before, especially when it's so close, and especially when by 10 times at least is the all-time record mail-in vote because of the situation. So
I'm not a political person. I'm also not a thinker.
I'm also on the wrong side of history. Brian, if you had started out 2020 and somebody had said to you, "Will you bet on Lance Storm schooling Chris Jericho on American politics in this calendar year," what would you have said?
I don't think I would have taken that bet. This came by surprise. The fact that he would so publicly rebuke Chris Jericho, I'm surprised.
I would have said, "I'm going to call my bookie and take you up on that."
Ah, smart.
That's what I would have done, because the folks at my bookie will take a bet on almost anything. Almost. Folks, whether it's NFL action or college ball, whether it's the UFC cards, the presidential prop bets, I have a feeling all bets are off, but all the major sports and more, our friends at MyBookie will take the action. Whether it's the Steelers or the Ravens or the Rams or the Dolphins or all the other kinds of animals and industrial workers that I don't really understand who the fuck they are. Whether it's all these teams that I don't follow, but you do, the folks at MyBookie have deposit matches, free bets, huge cash prize contests that you can take advantage of all season long. Plus, they've got a mobile-friendly website and top-of-the-line customer service to make their platform a one-stop shop for all your betting needs. Folks, please do bet in moderation. Once again, sign up at MyBookie today, and when you do, use the promo code JCE to claim a deposit match dollar for dollar all the way up to $1,000. You put in $100, they give you 100. You put in 200, etc. It's a bonus that gives you a little help, a head start on your winning season. Promo code JCE to claim your bonus when you make your deposit. Sign up today to begin your winning season exclusively at MyBookie. And then you can bet on Canadian schooling in American politics or something like that.
That could be his new gimmick, the historian Chris Jericho. And he gets everything wrong.
Don't give him any idea.
That idea would be better than any of the goofy crap he's done. And if it keeps him off commentary, all the better.
Remember when we were enjoying his commentary?
Those first few episodes with him and Shivani in Atlanta during the pandemic, he was fantastic. I was thinking about that a lot last night or this morning when I watched the show. I kept thinking, he was so good. What happened? Is it me? Or is it him?
No. Well, here's what's happened. He was going out there at first to be the top heel on a wrestling program. And he was doing a good job of it. Part of it was the clear field he had, and part of it was he was good at it. Now he's going out to be the most entertaining person on an entertainment program. And if you just watch anything he does looking at it like that, I think you'll see it in a whole new light. It's the mission statement has changed.